I'm sitting on my couch and I woke up a bit weird. I feel sad. I don't really feel extremely happy or joyful, and I wanted to talk about it because I think there are many of the breast cancer patients or cancer patients who might go through these feelings. So the first time they tell you that you've got cancer, you are shocked and you cry and you're sad. Then you go into survival mode, which means that your family members are now obviously have a delayed reaction to your terrible news, and then they tend to feel bad for you. And then what do? We try and make them feel better. So we are more happy and we are upbeat and we downplay our disease and our feelings, because women are the heartbeat of the home, and the kids, when they see their moms upset, then they don't cope. So now, to keep the family together and to keep things going, because life actually does go on after you've been diagnosed with cancer. The kids need to go to school, the husband needs to go to work, everything needs to happen in the house. If you don't have somebody who assists you, you are the one that's got to wash the dishes and wash the washing and clean the house. So then you need to go on and just do it. So what happens is you try and keep the rhythm and the heartbeat of the house going, and so all those emotions during the time that you are feeling sad, you take them and you just shove them in a cupboard and you leave them there for you to maybe one day go in and sort it out. But you know what, that day never comes, unfortunately. So by, I don't know, where am I now, 18 months past my diagnosis, you still have those days where that cupboard is so full of everything that you've shoved in it, it doesn't even want to close anymore. It's now a whole room full of it. So it is trying to keep strong in times where your friends aren't doing well, or even your family. So what I would like to suggest to family and friends who are watching my video today is to, now after so many years maybe, of your wife, friend, colleague, mother, daughter, auntie, sister being diagnosed with breast cancer, to ask them how they're doing. And not just listen to, no, I'm okay, because okay is not an answer and fine is also not an answer, but to say, what are you feeling after all these years of being diagnosed with a breast cancer? Are you afraid that it's going to come back? Are you sad? How can I help you? Talk to me. We need to talk about it, guys. I've had a few friends who I've asked to join me on my interview platform who just can't do it now because they tried to stay so strong during their journey that now they are falling apart. And I think the hardest bit is for moms who are trying to stay strong and brave during the time where they lose their hair, where they go through radiation, where they're tired, they can't cope. And I think that's where you sort of shoot yourself in the foot, because this thing is going to come back to bite you in the butt. So please, to all the friends and all the family out there, check on your warrior friends. Make sure they're okay. Don't just assume because they're in remission that they are emotionally okay. Yeah, we are. But you know what? That whole survivor thing just sits here at the back of your head. Every scan, every time you need to take your tablet because you're estrogen positive, every time you need to go for your injection because you're HER2 positive, those things remind you of your journey constantly. And it does bring up feelings and emotions and doubt, and you are constantly reminded that you are a survivor. So please, this is just my 5 cents on a Saturday morning for people to acknowledge their friends and not just assume they're okay. I think there's a lot of people who just put it back in the back of their minds and think, okay. But being in this whole process of talking to people all the time who are undergoing breast cancer, I hear of breast cancer coming back. In my short journey, about 8 out of 10 times. So, You can't hide from this. So please be there for your friends and have a fabulous Saturday.